So I went to buy a pair of jeans one day. I saw a one that I liked. So after checking it out, I said, let me go and try this pair of jeans to know if it sized me, if it's fitted. So I took this pair of jeans inside the man's shop. It was a man that was selling this pair of jeans. So in the process of wearing these jeans and removing it, unfortunately or accidentally, it got stained. The footwear that I was wearing stained it, and it was very visible. So in Nigeria, there's something that is called roadside selling, where you bargain for something you want to buy. When you are told that this is the price that is being sold, it's bargainable. You can bargain whatever price that you and the seller bid, you pay. The stain was very bad. It was massive. So the seller was like, he was very angry. He raised his voice at me. He was shouting, "How could you stain my clothes? You're going to pay for this clothes. In short, you're going to buy it. You're going to buy it at the price I told you." It was a very high price. It was a very high price. There's nothing that will make you not to buy this clothes. And I felt so emotional. I felt so sad. I couldn't even help the situation. I didn't know what to do. I couldn't find my voice. Then I started pleading with him. Of course, I'm going to buy this clothes if the price is good. He was adamant. He didn't even want to beat the price with me again. I felt helpless. And silently, I started crying. I didn't know what to do. I asked for his account number and I transferred the money to him and collected the jeans. The whole of that day was a very bad day for me. I just felt that the way I handled it wasn't the way I should. I said it out to myself. Why can't I speak up in that kind of situation? Hello, welcome back to my channel. So today we are talking about HSPs. So in one of my videos, when I talked about Thoraya, someone commented in my videos, very sweet person, a very sweet woman, commented in my videos and said, "I just want to give you a big hug. Never apologize for your emotions, never. I'm a highly sensitive person. Look into that, open my eyes. You're a good person, hugs." So I'm going to talk about HSP, highly sensitive person. We're going to see the symptoms of being a HSP, some of the traits or characteristics of a HSP, how you can cope as a HSP, highly sensitive person, how you can feel better and improve when you're feeling down. So let's start. I'll start with talking about my own experiences. A highly sensitive person is a person that has an increased or deeper central nervous system, sensitive to physical, emotional, or social stimuli. In a layman's language, is a person that feels things in a much deeper and higher level. A disclaimer here is that not all traits or characteristics of being a HSP is the same for every other person that is HSP. HSPs have different traits. So the first one is overthinking. So all these traits I'm mentioning, if you can relate to any of them, write in the comment section below if you can relate to any of these traits. So for me personally, this is constantly in my head. For example, when I'm talking with somebody and he asks me a question, I'll start overthinking, what do you want me to answer? Should I say this or should I say that? What are they going to feel? When I say this particular thing, or what are they going to feel? I unnecessarily overthink. Or when I was in school, I have this fear of answering questions in classes, raising my hand and answering questions in classes. I think my classmates would think, oh, he's such a smart ass, she knows it all, and all those things. It shouldn't necessarily be like that. It's overthinking. And another disclaimer is that introverts and extroverts can both be HSPs, and extroverts can also be highly sensitive person. So the second trait of a HSP can be that they worry about people a lot, and they also worry about people's opinions about them. So like I said, they're very sensitive to words, and they're very, very sensitive to how people react to them, and they tend to read people. They tend to read people's acts or people's behavior. So another trait is that they have deeper emotional connection and feeling. I still remember incidents from years back. Example, when I was in the kindergarten, I got a girl that bullied me. I talked about that on the video I shared my secret. You can check that out. People share that secret. I still remember that kind of incident, and it still traumatizes me when I remember certain incidents. I get traumatized a lot. There was a day I wanted to take down a pot of food from the stove or gas or cooker to another place, and mistakenly the pot fell down and poured on the ground. It was an accident. So up to now, whenever I want to carry a pot, I'm getting traumatized. What if the pot now falls down? I keep thinking about it. Another one is that HSPs don't do well under pressure. When they're under pressure, they tend to get emotionally stressed. I'm very good at maths, but during a maths quiz, or maybe they get to a time when you have to solve this maths under 10 seconds, 20 seconds. It tend to emotionally stress me. I'll literally watch the time go without doing anything. And some HSP criticize themselves a lot. When something happens to them, they tend to put all the blame on themselves. They tend to say, oh no, why did I do this? Why did I do that? I should have done it like this. Also, HSPs find it very hard to move on from a relationship because they have this thing about having the fear of opening up once again to a new person. The thought of being with a new person maybe scares them, or maybe they find it emotionally hard to do that. Entails opening up yourself again to a new person. They are very comfortable with the old than usual. They find it emotionally stressful doing otherwise. Adapting to new people can be mentally exhausting for them. So maybe that's why it's so hard moving on from a new relationship, or moving on from an old relationship, or from a breakup. And I also realized that HSPs, highly sensitive people, tend to cry a lot when they're frustrated or when they're angry. They cry out those emotions. Let's go over to some tips that I have in how you can cope as a HSP. You can improve yourself, or how you can stop feeling bad about the situations. So the first one is to accept who you are, is to be aware of who you are. When you do accept or be aware of who you are, it makes it very easier for you to adapt to this new thing. Learn everything you can about your traits. When you do this, you see that you are not different as you think. Because most times HSPs, as they are growing up, they will think that they are different. They will feel that how they're acting, that they are actually different, or that are different from their peers. They are different from the people that are seen. When we are aware of who we are, we would feel more at ease with ourselves. So it will put your mind at ease when you understand your traits and characteristics. So the second one is stop being your own enemy. We criticize ourselves a lot. So we should first understand that these negative feelings that we're having is in our head, is in your head, is not who you are. Negate those thoughts away from you. Okay, those feelings that you're different, those feelings that you have to change who you are to blend in with people. No, you don't have to do those things, because HSP have a lot of beautiful characteristics and gifts that you have. They are very emotional, they are compassionate about people, they are loving, incredibly creative, and they're very empathetic and intuitive. Another thing is that you should have in mind that it is not you that need to change. It is actually people that need to change. All those people that will be like, please toughen up, you are so soft, you are so emotional, blah, blah, blah. It's actually them that need to change their negative thoughts, because we are who we are and we are very sensitive, yes. We also have these kind of qualities and it's nature. So another tip, do not change who you are or try to fake it. Maybe you want to join the crowd so that you won't be so different. No, don't do that. Don't fake it or try to be who you are not. When you do that, you only end up with emotional stress, anxiety, and sadness, and it will exhaust you, I promise. Because you must surely get to your breaking point. So don't do it. Don't put yourself to that stress. It will end in tears. Another way how you can improve as a highly sensitive person is to have an open mind about your personality and other people's personalities. Because we are all unique in our own way, there are people that are outgoing. They can take any word that is being thrown to them. They're not very sensitive like a highly sensitive person. You see a person and you say, oh, this person is so outgoing. This person can talk at length. This person can laugh at jokes. This person can do this and do that. You'll be jealous about them, or you will start feeling bad about yourself. No, have an open mind about that person's personality. That's who he is. You yourself, you're unique in your own way. Another way you can be better at being a highly sensitive person is to have your own outlet. Have an outlet where you just relax and let go of all feelings. For me, my own outlet is writing. I write about what I feel. It helps me to relieve my emotions. And also, it's very therapeutic for me to make videos. Not necessarily YouTube videos. Maybe just on my camera and talking out all my feelings. It just relieves me. Find your own activities that will be very therapeutic for you. It could be swimming, it could be going for a walk, it could be writing, it could be reading. It can even be sleeping. You should have alone time when you need it. I hope we'll all do better. We just have to keep on improving ourselves to be better. You can actually do this. Please subscribe if you have not subscribed, and turn on your post notifications so that you get updated each time I post a new video. Bye.